originally just got my hair cut, and it still looks a bit odd. My head shape and that, I look like a fucking long head. So I'm going to put the beanie on instead for now, because my ears are cold. Let's begin. Happy Halloween, you lovely, lovely people. And to cap off the spooky season, it's time to talk about perhaps one of my favourite zombie films since Train to Busan. Now, I could go on and talk about Brain Dead for hours, which is pure zombie carnage and madness, no, don't get me wrong, but it's not really that scary. It's more just a bit of fun with comedy, blood and gore. But Wreck, on the other hand, the 2006 Spanish film, is the perfect blend of supernatural horror, zombie outbreak, and also found footage to create the perfect spooky experience. It follows a micro TV camera crew consisting of Pablo and Angela, who are documenting a group of firefighters late into the night. When they get a response call to a block of flats, they suddenly realise that a zombie outbreak is slowly taking place and infecting all of the occupants. The police and the army seal off the exits and windows and making them trapped in this building with these residents, with the zombie outbreak quickly continuing to spread. I find this film to be claustrophobic and tense as all fuck. With it being set in an apartment building, you get really tight corridors, really sort of minimal space to maneuver, and the zombies are really fast and leave no one uninfected, and it can turn people quick. The characters do act panicked and stressed like in a real situation, and they aren't total morons either. Some of the time. The directors deliberately used unknown actors and a very well-known Spanish TV presenter, Manuela Velacaso. I'm sorry if I butchered that name, I don't speak the language, but also I'm terrible at pronouncing names, to help keep this film as realistic as possible. But also they didn't give them a proper script, so this is a good chance for the creators to throw in some jump scare gags to get a genuine reaction out of them, which is just genius, but just pure fucking evil, you evil people. The camera is deliberately shaky and lower quality to create a sense of disorientation and a feeling of uncomfortableness, which I definitely got. But it actually feels like somebody is genuinely running around with a camera in a panic. I feel that most found footage films today or in the past rely way too heavily on deliberate camera placements and making it seem, not very authentic or real. It feels staged is what I'm trying to say, and it doesn't give off that desired realism effect that I like. Here though, this is not an issue, and the found footage element allows the lore behind the outbreak to not be in your face or be too blatant. It's far more subtle, and I can get behind that definitely. And that ending, man, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's the stuff of nightmares. Even when I've seen this film like 10 times, the ending still is genuinely harrowing and horrific. The special effects team were firing off on all cylinders when creating that monstrosity, I feel. But also the zombie designs too, they look genuinely terrifying. They're crying blood sometimes even, and they're just covered in blood, and they're just covered in other people's flesh, and tip top stuff. Wreck definitely does have some gory moments, but it's not over the top or, just in your face. It's just enough to keep you lovely gorehounds satisfied, which is a bonus. If you want to have a fun, spooky good time this Halloween, I cannot recommend Wreck highly enough, and I definitely suggest you turn off the lights, crank up the volume, or even get a pair of headphones. Definitely get a pair of headphones, recommend that. And have the absolute mierda scared out of you.